Hi everyone and welcome to this video on using channels in Teams. Now channels are the primary place where all the work gets done within a team. This is where you can have conversations, add in text, video, audio for a group of people, and these people can collaborate on these various files and folders. Now each team is made up of channels, and each channel could be tailored towards a department or a specific project. Here we have the team called Images, and we have the default channel called General. This general channel is created for every new team, and you can have other channels created within the team for specific purposes. So we have the marketing channel. This is a public channel. So there are public and private channels. Private channels are specific to the team members which get added to that channel, and the public channels are accessible to everyone added within the team. So for instance, we have here one owner and two members. These members automatically get added to the marketing channel. However, if we were to create a private team, let's call it a private project, and we specify as private and create. So we find out that within this team called Images, the private channel currently have no members. So it's specific to just the members we want added into this. So to add a member to the private channel, click on the channel, go to add members, then add in just the user that we want on that channel. And you can see here, he's a member of the team, which makes him a member of the general and marketing, and also the private. But the other two users would just be members of the general and the marketing team. And because this channel is private, some functions would not work. For instance, if you have on the general channel someone trying to do a conversation mention and mention that channel, you say add private, it wouldn't show up because you're not supposed to have access to it. But if the user was to mention the marketing team, you have that, and you can say and everyone in the marketing team will receive that notification. And this works for conversations and replies. If a member of that team to reply, you get the notification, and you can follow that thread of conversation. Now, if you want to start a new post, you just come to new conversation, and you can have that in the general channel. You can also mark your comments as important and have that sent. In which case it gets flagged as an important message pending within that channel, and it's a more efficient hub for communication rather than sending this out as an email or sending individual messages. We can also host meetings within channels, and by default, every member of that channel will get added to the meeting. So if we come in here and we say schedule a meeting, by default, it adds in the marketing channel, and all the users under marketing would get invited to that. So you would not need to put in any attendees. So we can go ahead and save that meeting. And once you can see here, in the general channel, we don't have that meeting. In the private channel, we don't have that meeting, only within the specified channel. And all the members of this channel can create the meeting, can start the meeting and join. In regards to files, every channel is its own document library and every team is a site. So if we open up the general channel in SharePoint, we take a look and see that it's its own document library. If we go backwards, you'll be able to see general and marketing as the individual document libraries. Now, if we observe, we see that the private channel is not here listed as a document library. That is because the private channel is treated like its own SharePoint site, its own team, essentially. This is to ensure that the files and conversations and documentation shared within this channel is secure to only the members of that channel. So if we come over to the private channel, pick open in SharePoint, you see that it's its own site here. This is the only document library which exists within this site, and this is for the security of the files. To add files to this document library, we could choose to either upload a document or do that from within Teams by going to Files and selecting New or Upload. As a member of a public or private channel, we have the option to sync that document library with your local teams. So this is OneDrive signed in on the desktop, and we have the files for the OneDrive for Business for that user. And if we come over to the marketing channel and we say sync, it connects to local desktop, and within a few moments we'll be able to see that here. So essentially you're syncing a document library on your PC, and that allows you to have greater usability in regards to how you add or remove files. So let's say we copy this from our PC, come within document library and paste that. Once it syncs, within a short time, you see that file here also. So it's super simple and it's super easy to use the sync feature to sync document libraries with our local PC OneDrives. Now, based on the policy that your organization has, you can choose to share files by using the copy link. So create a shareable link, and you can also decide what kind of access you'd like to give. Would you like people to edit or download? And you can also set different settings according to the policy in your organization. Now, lastly, within every channel, public and private, we have the feature to use tabs. These tabs allow us to add in applications to that channel. It could be a default application like Lists, or an external application like, let's say, Cisco WebEx, which you can add in, and all the members of that channel would essentially have access to those apps. We can also add in a document library from a different channel. So as we saw earlier, the member of this channel also has access to general marketing. We'll copy the URL for this library. Let's go back and make sure we're copying the right URL. Select this, come back into the team, document library, using the link, put in the library URL, and here. So essentially, we imported the document library from public channels into private channel, and we can see here that we can have easy access to documentations from here without having to go between the channels. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.